of your business, that what you do today to next month, I ain't even talking about the end of the year. Next month that you be like, you know what? I did that. Kind of like recording.
Yeah.
We record a month ahead.
Yeah.
That's serious. I remember when I used to record my podcast, I used to do it in real time. Mm-hmm. Ask me how much I struggled until I was like, you know what, Sharice? Let's actually do an hour dump session. Then let's filter through what we're going to talk about. Then let's write it out. Mm-hmm. And then let's record it. And now when you have, because this is the part, I think people are scared of boredom, to be honest. So they create the things so they don't get bored. But actually your success is in your redundancy of peace and the thing that you continue to do over and over again, where you get to a space. It's very much like, I know I'm a little jumping all over the place, but I had a girl was like, ooh, pre-pandemic, you put makeup on every day, Sharice. I could never. I just, doing my makeup for 45 minutes, 30 minutes out. Who said I'm doing my makeup for 30, 45 minutes? I could do this whole face in 10. I put the lash glue on, let it dry. Boop, 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 boop. Lip, pop, pop. Lip. Listen, I mean, let's have critical thinking about it. Anything that you do with redundancy, you start getting more proficient with it. What are we talking about? What are you...
What it is, they see somebody take forever that long on social media.
Yes! Oh, right. So, it's no difference than like the way you wash dishes. Now, if you want to take your time, that's one thing. But actually, like, being focused, getting it done. And I think a lot of us are quite a little, not cocky. I guess the word would really be like, not selfish. I think the word is, what's the word? You need to be humbled. You need to be humbled because you are borrowing from used time that you could really be more productive, and you're not doing it. You're not doing it, if we're being honest. Mm-hmm. How much more proficient would you be in your weight loss if you ate chicken and broccoli every day? Mm-hmm. And how quickly you could make that in a meal prep. Mm-hmm. And also make decisions every day. One reason why I made a capsule wardrobe is because the time it took me to figure out what I needed to wear for the day. I was like, I am making too many decisions. Okay, we want to be honest. When I made my 6 figures, I hired a coach. I ain't gonna hold you. She told me things, taught me how to make funnels, things that I knew those words. I didn't know how to use them. I needed someone to teach me. Okay, that's one. The second one is I created structure in my life that made ease and simplicity. So things that I did not want to have over thought processes. So what I was eating, I also lost 50 pounds. I mean, like, it's like the accumulation of the success like started adding up. Listen, you can go back on my social media. Listen, 2018 Sharice, she was snap. Because again, that's the fruit of the labor too, right? And a lot of times, again, we're like trying to get to this space and we're not trying to do the work of it all. What's the work let's be for real. What's the work that you're avoiding? Mm-hmm. How about that question? What's the work you're avoiding? And if you did it, why aren't you doing it? That might be the next question, right? Because a lot of y'all saying you want 6 figures, but the real situation is that you just really trying to make 40,000 so you can take your mom on a cruise, or you can pay off some debt, or pay off, and that ain't nothing wrong with that. But be honest with yourself. Yeah. Stop saying you want to make 6 figures. Stop saying you want to be the next millionaire. Really stop saying you want to be the next millionaire, because you complain about taxes. You're not even paying your taxes.
Stop saying you want to be an entrepreneur. Quit your job. Stop saying that part. That part gets me. Stop saying you want to quit your job. You don't. You really don't.
Because the truth of the matter is, whatever you did in that job need to be transferable skills. You go to work late all the time. You come in with an attitude. So you probably that same person, that hairdresser, be writing down, make sure your hair wash. Mm-hmm. If you're a minute late, it's a $20 fee, and if you're 5 minutes late, your appointment is canceled, your deposit is non-refundable, and you can't book on my schedule, and you will be blocked. Because those are the kind of that's what I'm thinking. Hey, listen, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
You ain't though.
I'm up for correction, okay? I am in a season of correction as well. But I'm gonna tell you one thing. And I ain't one of them people be showing the stuff on there. I've made 6 figures multiple times. Listen, if the proof of the pudding is I moved from Lynchburg to Richmond, y'all already know how much it costs to live in Lynchburg. You already know what it costs to live. You gotta have money to move to Richmond. First of all, let's start there. And just just the work. The work. And it really came after the awards and all the things. But the work's got to be had, and it's continuum. And until you be okay with that, you'll be stagnant in your entrepreneur journey. To be honest, it sucks, but you will be. Yeah. There's not enough glitz and glam and looking like you got a car and you lease it, looking like you live somewhere and you rent it and people think you own. Okay, I'm talking about people who live in Atlanta. I ain't holding you. Listen, I live here. To be honest, anywhere you got name brand stuff and it's rented. You can rent clothes now, or you got earrings that look like whatever. Or it really comes down to the intention. Like I got earrings that look like what them little kids be wearing, whatever. But like for real, like what's your intentions? You buying one piece here and there, baby. We done seen them red bottoms. They all scuffed up. Listen, the black shoes that you wear every time there's a networking event or a brunch or whatever, and you trying to look some kind of way. Like, I don't know.
You ain't over it, is you?
I'm just over it. You know what? Luxury lifestyle marketing ain't never been my thing. Baby, if you pop up out of a Maserati in your market, swipe, move, change the channel, unfollow. Oh, you move that way? Nah, I'm good. I'm good. And I know, and I get it. Like you're trying to show people what they can obtain. For me as an entrepreneur, that ain't even a necessity. Mm-hmm. I love that I have coaches who do very well. I have 2 coaches that are millionaires times over. That's that, and we have quiet conversations. They live very quietly in the nooks and curves of the outskirts of Richmond, doing very well for themselves. Talking about I'll see you when I get back from Italy. Love that for you. Okay. Take me with you next time, right? Like, are we really talking about like do you want to be an entrepreneur or not? And this is my last point, and then we gonna be on. I really want people to stop comparing themselves. I had a friend mention to me, and it really broke my heart, to be honest with you, how, and she's not the first person who has said this before, how it appears like people who are not really do-gooders are getting blessed, and people who are putting in all the work have crumbs. And what I would encourage you to have a bigger perspective around is what's the behind the scenes. Because what you feel like is your rock bottom, I think if you, and I'm not even trying to make any ease of it. Again, struggle is a struggle. Listen, I get it. I done had $2 negative in my bank account, all kinds of stuff. And also, if you knew what you'd have to go through to get what they have, because the other part is how many people listen. The only thing you took away from the Cat Williams interview is about the truth was going to be revealed this year. Like seeing people now, how much is coming out. Like again, how people move and their integrity, their character. Like what's important to you. Because I believe the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. So if you could cheat on your wife, if you could disown your children, if you could steal from Peter to give to Paul, if you could not have integrity about yourself, like how you show up, you're not kind, you're not caring as an entrepreneur, how you help your customers, right? They're not singing your praises. I don't know what to tell you, like, what are we really doing? And it's okay not to be an entrepreneur. Let's be clear. Everybody's aspiration is look. If everyone's an entrepreneur, no one's an entrepreneur. I need someone to work for me. Just putting it out there. All right, I'm done. We done said a lot.